Well met, lords and ladies, Jacob Butter speaking, and welcome back to another review slash reaction to Phoenix Drop Days. This time, episode 5. Before we begin, I will address the fact that I know that every video so far that I've done of this review series has been one that is very glitchy and bugs out. I don't know how to solve that yet. It doesn't, I'm using this program, Loilo Game Recorder. I sacrificed the visuals of it for the fact that I can actually sync it up to the audio and edit it in a pacely manner. Because with the other reviews, they were always, well, most of the time, super late because I had to sync up everything and change the time frames and everything. I don't know why it ended up like that, but it just wasn't an ideal scenario. And even then, it's still very laggy and glitchy. So I understand that the visuals are very shaky, but if you want the actual visuals, then you've still got the original series. So I don't know what to say. I will try and fix it, but for now, I fear it's going to turn out very much the same. So yes, without further ado, on with the review.
Kiori, what's your club like? I was so excited that you found one. I never really got to ask about the details.
I'm not exactly sure. I wasn't able to get a good idea on how everyone thinks of me. All I really know is that they were this close to kicking me out.
Didn't you stay there afterwards and kind of figure things out? I feel like they don't have anything figured out either, but still, as much as possible anyway.
Oh, isn't that nice? Oh, what? But... Oh, shoot! I got cheer practice. I gotta go.
I just realized they have iPhones, and this is said in the past. Again, if you go follow the timeline, it's 2002, but I don't know when the first iPhone came out, but I don't think they look like that in the past. Again, if you're going to go with the whole idea of it being very vague what years they're in, and it not being a determined timeline, even if you don't believe in what I or even Christopher has laid out, then regardless of that, think about this. The iPhones constantly update at least once every 2 years. How is it that they end up having more modern versions in the past than they do in the present? Or indeed the present or the future? Just food for thought.
Have a great time!
Maybe today will be good. No hazing, no weird chairs or awkward anything. Just
You'll have new madness, I can tell already. It's Afmal, there's gonna be new madness.
getting to know my new club members and having fun. Yeah, and maybe pigs will fly. Hey Hunter, where are you at? Are you gonna be—
Oh look, again, she's got the exact same iPhone. I guess it's the same model.
Still training. We'll be there in 30 minutes.
For once, there was actually a realistic pause between texting and replying. Come on, Afmal and FC, they texted each other, all the time and responded immediately. And it's been the same for this series as well, thus far. Nice to see that little change there. Nice touch of realism to offset the iPhones that have been previously mentioned.
Okay then. Hey Suna.
Hey.
Oh, that's her name, Suna. We never got to learn it, and I never looked at the description. I probably should have done that.
Oh, Irene. Should I say something? Hey, so, how are you doing?
You dare ask the sacred question of how I am doing? You know who else asked the question of how you are doing? The devil. Begone, spirit! Sorry.
How was your day?
Fine.
Okay, good. Why is she so creepy? Oh, Irene, am I gonna die?
I don't know, I think she's gonna die. Look at that. Looks like she's about to pass out or something. All of her non-essential body functions are going to shut down at any moment. And I include the texting hands in non-essential.
How is she able to do that so fast?
Yeah, she's not even looking at what she's typing. She'd just be like typing a bunch of letters.
What is she even doing?
What?
What?
You're staring.
Sorry.
Okay, we're just not going to talk about that, are we? Alright, next character. Thanks for that. Okay.
Kurt. Hi.
Hi.
Hey.
What's wrong with these people?
Pat my cake, my big man. Bake me a cake as fast as you can. Roll it, pat it, mark it with the beat, and put it in my oven for baby me.
Oh no.
What's up, you good truck muggers?
Why is everyone in this club so weird?
Ruby. Hi.
Hey,
Good afternoon, my fellow sweet little club mushrooms.
Mushrooms?
Oh, it's you.
Wow, I was about to say at least she's being friendly, but of course we go back to this. Also, I don't have to zoom in on. I don't even have to zoom in on this. I mean, look at that. Those, like 2 wrinkles in her brows. Like, wouldn't you have like? I'm trying to think. I'm frowning right now. Let me just see. There are 2. Nope, there's 1. There's absolutely 1. What the heck happened to her eyebrows? And why are there 2 wrinkles in between, like on each side? Ugh. That's an image. Yikes.
I should have known you were here because of your butt stink.
I smell great, you little...
No one cares.
I don't think anyone smells bad here.
And we're gonna smell like little itty bitty snickerdoodles because today is a baking day! Our dear fearless leader Hunter has worked so hard for our
Wait, he's the leader? I thought you were the leader! Then why were they saying that Ruby was going to be so mad? Why did they... Oh, okay. Alright. I suppose Hunter is the more qualified to lead. I guess that changes the dynamic a lot of this club. But alright. Wait a minute. But he's... Okay, he put his name down even though he was listed as the leader. Right.
club to stay afloat. And I think we ought to do something extra special sweet for him.
I thought you were the leader.
I thought we were a self-governed body of people who elect to vote on every decision.
Well, you probably would have voted by this point on a decision of who is the leader of your club, and also you would have to be governed by yourselves, meaning that one of yourselves would have to govern, by that same logic, sooner.
I don't think Hunter even likes sweets that much.
Kurt, Suna, I hear and appreciate your feedback and comments. Kiori, I don't care. Please never say words again with your mouth whole. I'm sure that my cookie crafter will be able to work just fine.
It looks like a fire hazard.
Look, I've never been able to make anyone cookies. I spent all last night building this thing, and we are doing this, you emo little goth moth.
Well, I paused it by accident. Yeah, so apparently we're going with the whole anime trope of making cookies. Goes hand in hand with the uniforms that I've never seen on any American high school students ever. Fair enough.
Ball! Oh my gosh and golly. Oh, Suna baby, you know I love you, and I don't mean it when I get all grumpy with you, right?
You know that I'm severely bipolar, right? And we're never going to address that ever because we don't delve into what's going on in characters' minds, apparently.
Right?
Yes.
Excellent.
I want to go home. I want to train with Hunter. Literally, I'd rather be doing anything else.
Okie okie then. Everyone's gonna take a part of the cookie crafting process. Kurt, you can prepare all the little recipe puzzle pieces.
Okay.
Suna, I trust you to get these little cookie babies all baked.
Sure.
So you have one person doing the recipe, one person just does the baking. Okay, so Kurt gets the hard job of preparing everything, and she just puts it in the cookie crafter, I guess. There's no way they have an oven or anything to bake these things in.
Hopefully it won't explode.
And you.
And me? Yay! What do I get to do?
How about you make darn sure that our clubhouse within a bigger house for nerds gets nice and cleansified, huh?
Dishwashing. Of course. Great.
I'm gonna feed you molten cookies if you don't quit whining.
The only thing melting here is my brain. Because that is not an oven. That's a hairdryer, a sun lamp, and a table, you idiot.
That's not going to provide enough heat unless she's, amplified it. I really hope she hasn't done that. That will set fire to everything. I agree with the whole hazard thing.
She's got a point.
Huh, point taken and stabbed into my brain, hun.
Hey, how many eggs do I need?
Just 2.
I feel like if I don't address the fact that Kurt is the same voice actor as Pierce, I'm going to get comments about that. So, yeah, just in case. That is the same voice actor for Pierce, right?
Yes.
Okay, fair enough.
2. It's just 2 because then the cookies will still be firm and—
It's 4 because I think I know how to alchemize some cookies like some kind of cookie wizard.
Why are you so insistent on being wrong and weird? It's 2 because one batch of cookies doesn't need that many eggs.
They do if you want to make good cookies. And what if I want to make more than one batch?
That's a good point. You can make 2 batches easily. I mean, why not?
Then we need extra of everything, not just add more eggs to what's needed for one.
No, you're thinking way too small and narrow with that little tiny mind you've got between.
Well, again, by your own logic, she's not thinking too small and narrow because she's thinking about getting extra things, which is less small and wider.
Those ears.
Oh, you did not just mention the ears, you little whack job.
Oh, I did. And you know what? Oh, they're actually really nice. I apologize about that one. That's not cool to really joke about, because you're a Mayflower.
Okay. I don't know if it's because the Yandere High episode, the second one that I recorded with Mania, was one where we talk about this whole idea of Mayflower and, not Mayflower, but people born with werewolf ears or tails and demon horns and everything. No species names are mentioned, but something about that is suddenly her having that standard above what was done there. Yeah. Something about that and the whole bipolar idea. That just got to me. Okay, Ruby, you're getting points back from me.
Oh, okay. That's actually—
But your hair looks stupid.
Oh, you little—
I guess 2 eggs?
Split the difference.
Okay.
I mean, you can just sneak 2 eggs in there, to be honest. I don't think Ruby's really paying attention. Also, she didn't give herself a job. She's just, staring at everyone.
Good form, big dude.
Thanks.
Think this will actually cook them?
I don't know.
Do any of us? The answer's no, Kurt. None of us ever know.
So, how do you know that you don't?
All you know is that you know nothing. Nice bit of Socrates there.
Nice. Got me there.
Is everything all top and bottom chip-shaped here?
Well, we made cookie dough and are keeping it warm, so if that was the goal...
I mean, we got rid of all of our supplies and utensils to do so, but the evidence is right there. We clearly just did magic or something. which, by the way, you can do in this universe. Like, get some magic stuff. Like, maybe that's how the hairdryer is going to be amplified or something, is through magics or witchcraft. I don't know. Something about that. Go to town with this idea. Like, give something. I don't know. It's the Infinity Club. The possibilities are limitless. That is the whole point.
It sure wasn't. But it's fine. We tried to make the delicious treats for a strong leader to enjoy when he comes in. And instead,
When is he coming in? Oh yeah, he's busy training, but... Well, that was 30 minutes, didn't you say? How long did they take to make these? I mean, I guess you can do... Well, I mean, I know you can make cookies very quickly, actually. But still... There seems... You know what? Cut this part out. I had some commentary here, but I completely lost my train of thought, so I'm just going to carry on. I apologize.
we made sticky egg goo with some chocolate.
There's no way I can handle being in this club for a single second more. No way. Ruby is a crazy person who runs this group like a dictator with her weird made-up words and is...
See, you could... Oh, well, thank you for bringing out the made-up words, because I got some... because now people are commenting permissive in my Discord server. Thanks for that. Because I pointed it out in the video. Yeah. But actually, Kiori, you can use your position in the club to your advantage, because you can threaten to leave, and as soon as you're gone, they lose the room. They don't have enough members to sustain themselves. Like, that is your hugest advantage right there. I mean, take it or leave it, but you can really, like, bend Ruby's mindset to your will if you try and get under her skin. Again, Infinity Club, possibilities are limitless, including for blackmail. I don't normally endorse it, but it's Ruby, so I don't care.
Is that something that's gonna happen a lot? She'll just bring in ridiculous contraptions? Soon is kinda cool, I guess. In like a, I don't care about you and I can definitely kill you kind of way.
I don't think she can. I think she just doesn't care. She's not gonna kill anyone, absolutely. No way. And I feel like she's like growing on Kiora. Kiora's growing on her, but she doesn't want to admit it. I'm trying to get into the mindset of Suna and really figure out, because I don't think she's really been asked. I made a joke about this before, but I feel like she's not really been asked how she's doing, like, in a situation, especially by someone who she still considers a stranger. That's probably what it is. She just doesn't know how to handle it yet. I feel like Kiori and Suna are going to bond much sooner. I don't know about Ken yet. Ken is still a bit of a mystery.
Oh no, she's looking at me again and texting. I swear, what is she doing? What if it's some kind of technomancy and it's an evil spell?
Technomancy. That's a really good term. Technomancy. Wow. I just had like 5 ideas go through my head right now of technomancy, and I like all of them. Thank you, Again, Afmal, you are always a source of inspiration. Technomancy.
She could totally pass as a witch. He seems nice, but, like, what is going on inside his head? I wouldn't be surprised.
His head? What's going on inside his head? He is the least enigmatic out of all of the members, including Hunter, who you already know slightly better than everyone else. Like, come on. Sort out your priorities, Kiori. Ken is not the enigma here.
Surprised if it was just some xylophone music or, like, wind, probably. Okay, that was mean. He doesn't seem that dumb. He's just, like, a perfect medium on the inside.
Oh, my iridescent Irene! They're baked! It worked! It actually worked!
I can't believe it actually worked.
Ow, ow,
Did they even turn on the hairdryer at all?
ow, 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 ow. Ow, ow, ow.
Okay, so if your models can't really support the idea of an object being really hot, don't draw attention to it and draw it out for several seconds, because oddly enough, that's not something you want to draw attention to.
Ow, 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 ow. Ow, 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 ow.
So much for being the perfect medium. I don't think a perfect medium would have, I don't know, kept the cookie in the hands and not put it down by this point.
There we go.
Alright, now you don't touch anymore, you cookie critter. They're not completely done. Fearless, dearless leader, we've made you cookies.
Oh, cool. Thanks, guys. That's really nice.
They're really hot. You should wait for them to cool down.
And you should turn off the hairdryer if you think it's not gonna, if you haven't turned it off already, which you're getting never turned on. And now Hunter's smiling again. I guess the Infinity Club does make him actually happy. Explains why he's still there.
'Cause you didn't? Really, that's nice, though, but I just came in today because I left some stuff here. Well, thanks for keeping my stuff safe, gang.
No problem at all, boss. Now come on, I made some cookies with a homemade cookie crafter. And they turned out all kinds of fine and dandy. I hope your mouth likes their chocolatey goodness.
I don't know, Ruby. I still remember last time.
There was a time before this? I guess that explains why this worked. She's learned from her mistake. And now Ruby is laughing. I feel like the characters that aren't usually happy are happy in this episode. So surprising.
I overdid it because of the first time. I didn't want to feed you just some sludge, so I gave you some kitchen-made rocks.
Well, hey, it seems more edible just from how it feels.
And much larger than the one that Ken got.
Oh. Oh, hey, guys, you did it. Soft and not too burnt or anything?
It really was a group effort. We had Kurt and Suna craft them, and Kiori was on cleanup, but she had some suggestions about the bake making parts.
I had to help with it somehow, I guess.
She gave Kiori credits. That's interesting.
Great cookies. Ruby, you lead the team well, because I actually want to eat them this time.
So Ruby leads the team well, but he's the leader. Again, doesn't make sense.
Big boy. You eat everything I make for you at least a little bit.
Just a little, just to be polite. Anyway, I gotta head out and do some more training, but thanks.
Woohoo! Hot dang diggity wigs! We made
Wow, I've not seen the dance animation for a long time. That's been sorely missed.
some crafted the heck out of those cookies.
This was weird, but she looks seriously pleased that this worked out. Well, bye everyone. I'll see you next time.
Fine then, resident dishwasher. We're gonna upgrade this challenge next time. Brownies will bloom from my next creation. The Brownsing Block!
Oh, wow. I didn't realize we were a do-it-yourself baking and engineering club.
You don't even know what kind of club this is!
We can just bake them over a fire.
We can't.
Or bring them in next week. But actually, to be fair, I do like the idea that Ruby's trying to create new inventions. That's something that she can really explore and really pursue. Because that's the thing, there's no proper school course to become an inventor, because if you're inventing stuff, you're inventing them. They've never been done before. So it's not like you can actually really learn the specifics of inventing in a school. Except, well, unless you try it yourself, which actually Ruby is doing. This is an interesting idea.
can't. You remember the last time we had a cooking fire in our clubhouse?
So does the fire department.
Irene,
And apparently the school does not. Well, I guess Principal Chad is still in charge, so anything flies.
why is this club so weird?
And just like that, the video ends. Well, my thoughts on this episode... It got off to a very strange start. I'm not convinced by the start, actually. Like, so far, this series has had a nearly perfect run with me. This episode, I think, kind of killed that, but I love the ending. Like, the end part, I really got behind. There's just like some little bit of cracks in the otherwise like perfect structure that's gone on so far. And also, it's another self-contained episode. I feel like this is why it's called Phoenix Drop Days, not Phoenix Drop High, because Phoenix Drop High itself has featured surprisingly little in this series so far. I mean, we've had 5 episodes so far, and it's only really featured in 3. So yeah, it's kind of it's interesting. There's not much focus on the other subjects. We only know about the chemistry teacher. It feels very different. I can see why they changed the name now. If we're gonna get more self-contained stuff like this, I do appreciate that. But it'll be nice to return to an overarching plot with like all of the other characters. At least some way. At least feature them all in like. Let's feature them all in some way in like each episode, like it was done before in the Phoenix Drop High days. Actually, that was a really poor phrasing. But as far as this goes so far, it's still pretty alright and pretty darn great. That's my 2 cents. Let me know what you thought in the comments, and please leave a like or dislike because your opinion matters. And on that note, until next time, farewell.